Shalom, beautiful people. I hope you all are doing so well. If you're new here, if you're new here, my name is Sarah. I am the founder and CEO of AscendingLifestyle.com. I do run an apothecary. So if you're interested in bath salts, oils, I have a winter hydration line. Winter season is coming up. All of that stuff is available in the description box below. You can check everything out. I also do personal readings as well. All of that is available in the description box below as well. Returning subscribers, I love you guys so much. I thank you guys so much for being here. You guys give me so much life, honestly. Okay, so we're just going to tap into an overall collective message, obviously. Past few days, we've kind of had like this continuous message. So if you are interested in that and you haven't watched it, the two previous videos to this one, I would start with the oldest one and then go to the newest one. It is in sequential order. So if you're interested in that, I would go ahead and check those out as well. Okay. Spirit, and I've already prayed collective. Let's just do a quick prayer directly to the collective. Collective, Spirit, words are hard already. Spirit, I just pray for the collective's peace. I pray for the collective's ascension. I pray for the collective's love, legacy, and creativity at this time. I pray that we can deliver the messages. I pray that any messages that you deem worthy are clear so that I can deliver them clearly. Okay. I just heard your past does not define your future. Ashe. Your past does not and will not define your future. I heard stuck in a rut. What is this? Inspiration. An ending and a beginning. Divine feminine and divine masculine coming into alignment, coming into balance. Some of you guys have been really working hard on your the internal aspect of self-organization. Look at that. Purpose, planning, efficiency. Now come to me so easily. And sensuality. Okay. For some of you, there is a particular download that you are getting that's really, really, really going to reignite an internal fire, an internal spark within you. I just heard origin story. I saw Isis. And then I heard origin story. So maybe for some of you, look into the goddess Isis and kind of read up and dive deep onto that particular goddess. There's something that might be in there that sparks a creative project for you, or even a new awareness, a new understanding. Underneath the organization is sensuality as well. For me, this is really coming home within the self. That's also soul, mind, body, mind, soul. And the flow. We talked about the flow in the last reading. I believe it was the last reading. What should we get next? Golden ones? Let's dive deep into this inspiration. What? I was going to say, where is this inspiration coming from? But obviously it's coming from source. What is this inspiration connected to? What is the inspiration connected to? I heard home, the birthing process. The birthing process, which would be a death and a beginning. That which is created in the darkness shall come forth within the light. Maybe some of you are actually pregnant right now or trying to conceive, and you're feeling like you need to get... Okay, so for someone here, for a group of people here, some of you may have just found out that you are with child. I just heard a seed has taken roots, and there's this organization. The inspiration of the child coming forth is stirring up a new type of organization. For some of you, you're actually worried about your sensuality, if motherhood is going to change your love life. You as an individual on a cellular level are going to be different, but everything is a flow. So I wouldn't really worry about that. I think that would just add extra stress onto something that doesn't even, it shouldn't even be a factor at this point, okay? Children, look. I heard childlike behavior. Maybe for some of you, there is an inner child energy that's coming about. And this inner child energy, this playfulness, you're learning how to actually transmute it into something that is into a creative endeavor that's really going to spark you and let you up in a different type of way. Message of peace under that. And this is portal energy. Also, when you are giving, and 6, no, this is 5. When you are giving birth, physical birth on this dimension, that is a portal. That is a child moving through a portal, right? Out of the darkness and into the light. That is a portal that child is actually experiencing. That's the very first portal after, okay, so the initial portal is the seed taking root. And then the second portal is actually being born, going through the portal of the womb. And there's something about a mother here, a woman who really wants the process to be peaceful. Like you're for someone here, they're really struggling with the idea of giving birth in a hospital. In that sense, I don't know if as a baby you may have the birthing process of you, the portaling process of you coming into this dimension might have been a bit traumatic. And it's really the cellular memory of you doesn't want to transfer that type of memory into your child that is coming into this dimension. There is a way for the process to be more peaceful. And even if nobody around you has been able to tap into that way, it doesn't mean that the Most High doesn't have that way for you. You just have to go into meditation. You also, I'm getting, also talk to your baby. Talk to your baby and like have a conversation with your child about the environment in which it wants to take its first breath, if that makes sense. You can do that. Like, there's a very innate, I don't know, it's very, this is a very high frequency. Did I just drool? I apologize if I did. Sorry. This is a very high frequency coming to earth process. I like that, coming to earth process. Some of you might be into Ayurvedic medicine, and for some, that might actually be a part of the process of the birthing. I keep seeing honey on a belly. I heard the sweetness of honey, the sweetness of life. I keep seeing someone like pour honey on a pregnant belly and rubbing it in. I don't know the significance of that. I don't know if that's like a thing. Maybe that helps with stretch marks. Maybe that helps like soothe something. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to look that up. I've never heard of that before. I'm gonna have to look that up. What do we have? Help and abundance. Help and abundance. Oh, wow. There is like major assistance coming into you, collective. If you are this individual, (222) would be a thing to look up. This is also 21 and 21, so 2121 could be a thing. Destiny, okay. All right, Source. Where are we going with this? Where are we going with this? Okay, where are we going with this? I heard Angel Tarot. Okay. Okay, so now for those of you who are not getting ready to conceive, a part of this inspiration it might seem too grand in the beginning, but if you ask for assistance and how to organize and plan the next step, I'm seeing someone like asking for an initial movement forward, doing that movement, and then asking for the next movement forward, doing that movement, and then asking for the next movement forward, doing that movement. It's like, don't ask for the whole entire, it's like you get the vision, it might seem very grand, but the way that you can take a step back and organize moving forward is ask for one step at a time. Don't ask for the whole ladder. Ask for one step at a time. Do that single step, and then once that step is complete, go into meditation. Ask the Most High to download to you the next step. Ask the ancestors to come into your energy and assist you in going to the next step. Like, this is a consistent like process, and this is where we become this is how we detach from an outcome and how we stay in current flow. This is also how we are able to really move from goal orientation into lifestyle orientation as well. Someone speaks a lot with their hands. Someone speaks a lot with their hands. A lot of hand movement is going on. And that can be a part of the organization. Maybe the initial step to even being able to download this inspiration itself is reorganization of the home space. Okay? Like the physical home space. We're coming into winter season. If you have not taken the time to prep your home for winter season, I would definitely do that. It is of importance. It really is. You have to prepare your home for you being more consistent in the home, right? During the summer season, many of us are outside, barely in the house. We're pretty much in the house to sleep, and then outside of the home on a more regular basis. So now it's like, now that you know you're going to be in the home, it's time for you to pay attention to what energy has built up within the home. And just because you haven't had time to pay attention to that energy does not mean that you are not doing what you should be doing, right? It's just a natural process. It's just a cycle. It's a natural cycle of life, right? I heard, like, don't beat yourself up. If you can feel certain energies that have become stagnant within the home, and you're thinking that for some reason, you're mentally attacking yourself about the lack of attention that on the home space, it's fine. It's all good. Like, just breathe. Start with a single room. Pay attention to that room and then move on, right? Don't do what I do and just tear everything up in the house at once, and then you it takes you 10 times. Learn from my mistakes. It takes you 10 times longer to actually put the things back together because you become overwhelmed because everything is torn apart at once. Yeah, don't do that. Start with a single room and work your way through the home, okay? Work your way through the home, all right? Step by step, we climb the ladder, okay? All right. Six of water, which speaks of childhood, speaks of children, and then we have life experience, which is another 6, 7. A powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. And then 21, 21, I'm telling you, it's here again. A job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path forward, the path toward enlightenment, and then 10 of water, a happy home life. Listen, collective, you guys are doing some amazing work right now. There's so much fulfillment coming in to the collective. Maybe this is in regards to some of you who have been... Okay, can we do one at a time? I feel like I have 3 groups of people, 3 separate groups of people that I'm talking to. I'm talking to, okay, so initially let's speak to the person who has conceived, seed is taking root. this child's second portal is coming into fruition. Let's talk about that real quick. I heard worry you shall not. Worry you shall not. I'm also getting like some of you are putting a lot of pressure on yourself to be a certain type of parent, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It becomes overwhelming when you put stress on it, okay? First of all, when we as adults look at our parents, yes, there's a lot that we can learn from our parents, and there's a lot that our parents didn't do correctly in our current perspective. But this is what evolution is. To place too much judgment and not enough compassion for the parentals. Like maybe you as the individual have done this to your own parents and you are worried about your child inevitably doing that to you. First of all, it's not something to worry about. Second of all, if this is the relationship that you have with your parents, go ahead and find the compassion. Sit down and really, if you have to write about it, I just saw someone journaling about it. If you have to write about it, if you have to, have this conversation with self or the Most High as you're doing something like cooking, as you're doing cleaning, right? This would be a great thing if this is a worry for you and you still have to organize before this winter season comes. This is a great conversation to have with the Most High as you're doing this. Cleaning can be a very soothing act for many people. Okay, so if this is the type of relationship that you find yourself in with your parents, take the time to put yourself in their position and try to find some sort of compassion or understanding and understanding of what was actually going on with that parent. And try to think about what type of childhood your parent may have had growing up. And you can actually tap into that because remember, the cellular body is 14 generations of memory. So you can tap into your parents' memory without having actually lived out that particular consciousness. There's something about compassion, empathy, and forgiveness for the parent energy. And you finding that and that relieving whatever sort of stress you're having about who you are as an individual and who you're going to be as a parent and your role as a parent. Okay, so for those of you who are giving birth to a new creative endeavor, some of you may have a hard time moving forward because of something that has happened in your childhood. But it's time for you to really purify and cleanse that energy and come back and you, right? Because the Six of Cups also talks about in this particular card, it says romanticizing the past. It also says issue regarding children. So there may have been something that happened in your past that has blocked you from tapping into and fully expressing this side of your creativity and really tapping into the abundance that this creativity and this inspiration has for you. It might even, like, because sensuality is in here too. It might even be the way in which you position yourself in personal relationships. Okay, collective. It's time for you to transmute that energy, purify and cleanse that energy, cleanse the home, the physical home, the internal home, the mental home, and the spiritual home. Okay, and really step into and create the world in which you are seeking. I heard step into your anointment. Step into your anointment. I heard leave it. Okay, so 2121 wants to be out here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put these. I just saw the 10 of Cups too, by the way. And the 6 of Cups. And the Knight of Cups was over there. We got the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Can I get another one, please? With Temperance at the bottom. And Death, right? Death and rebirth, an ending and a beginning. Temperance and Death. Remember how these two cards were attached to the Three of Wands within this deck. And the Three of Wands is now coming into a ascended version of itself, and an ascended version of the meaning of the Three of Wands. It's no longer this complete heartache, but it's actually the lessons that come from that heartache, the true growth that comes from that heartache and the heart space, enlightening of the heart. The brain of, like, can I get a card for the Queen of Wands or Queen of Swords, please? Thank you. We have the Four of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. So for me, like, the Queen of Wands has been doing a lot of fucking work on some real shit. The Queen of Wands has been doing a lot of work, and then you have the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. 6 and 4 is 10, the ending and the beginning. 10 of Wands talks about leaving behind, officially leaving behind that which is no longer serving you. Knight of Pentacles talks about disciplined steps towards creating a foundation. 4 of Wands staking a claim in that foundation. I heard being open to receive now being open to receive. And the Queen of Swords is actually verifying the Six of Cups, the Six of Water. So for me, this is really talking about the work that the Queen of Wands has done to cut off that which is not serving her, to cut off and to learn the lessons, to do the hard work and the disciplined work to address any childhood issues, so that you can now create the foundation and stake the claim in the foundation in the space that you actually want. I just heard geographical location as well. There's a lot of movement happening within the collective. There really is. There's a lot of movement happening within the collective. And then the Queen of Cups. If this is something that you have not addressed, a part of this inspiration is asking you to do this work before whatever it is that you have conceived, whatever has taken root, comes into life, right? Is the birthing process. Before it comes through the birthing canal, this is the work that should be done, so that when that does come about, when that action does inevitably take place, you are in a new mindset. You are in a new I heard the roots are strong, the roots are clear. Family tree, right? Because this individual is standing in front of a very, very, it looks like an oak tree. It could be a sycamore tree. Sycamore tree for me is extremely like, you know, when I was in Scotland, the sycamore tree was my plant. We had to choose, a plant chose us and a sycamore tree chose me. This is the family tree ancestral line. This is 1 and 1, 1, 1, 1, 11, 11. Five of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. This is a lot. But we have the Six of Cups again. Hold on. That's going to go over there. Give me a minute. We'll get to that with the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, the way in which you want to parent and the way in which you are going to parent maybe actually going against the grain and going against tradition within the family bloodline. And your ancestors and the Most High is helping you to move past what it is that you feel like you would lose in taking a new route in the way in which you want to raise your children and the environment in which you want your children to be raised. Your ancestors are helping you move past that energy so that you can create the world in which you want to create for the family, for the bloodline. This is an upgrade. Like, this is an evolution of the home dynamic that we have on this dimension. And you yourself may be a part of that initiation for this new way of existing as a family dynamic on this dimension and what that looks like. Because it can be something that's never been before. It can absolutely be something that's never been before. We are in a stage on this dimension where we have never been before. So I just heard trailblazer. You can be a trailblazer in this new way in this new home dynamic of creating this new home dynamic. And the assistance in this process is here for you. Like, you have all of the assistance in the world. And this can be with a creative endeavor as well. There may be something that you are doing creatively, even within the bloodline or within the dimension as a whole, that has never been done before. And you are second guessing yourself because you haven't seen it done before. But you are a trailblazer in this new way and in this new foundation that's being built. You're helping to create a new foundation for other people to follow that path, who are guided to follow that path. Okay? I heard out with the old and in with the new. So this pile has 6 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Wheel. Yeah, it's time for you. Okay, so it's really time for the collective to and you see, okay. I keep getting that this tree, the new tree of life, is acting as a barrier so that this child, and you see how the child is looking at you, looking towards you, and you're seeing the whole entire scene. You're seeing a path that once was where the ancestors or the bloodline has currently run towards, but this tree is acting as a protective barrier, giving you pause. I keep hearing giving pause. And doesn't this look like water? Like he's running on water and he's barefoot, running on water. Cellular memories. It's like this tree is acting as a protective barrier so that you don't feel the need to go down this path that is not, it's not going to serve you. And this child is going to look to you because the child has the ability to turn its head and look to the ancestor, but the child is looking at you for guidance on which direction to go. This could be the inner child. This could be your inner child looking at who you are today and how you're going to protect. But then you see the family dynamic. To me, this is like the universe. This is an ancestor. This is spirit giving a gift, giving a treasure to you and creating this newfound dynamic. And you see how everybody is fully engaged. Maybe the child that is coming in is the key and the treasure to building this new dynamic. I shouldn't say maybe, the child is 100%. But everybody is fully engaged in what is happening in this scene. And then we have the 5 of Wands, the High Priestess, in the Wheel. To me, this is the courage to take what you have learned and continue a new cycle. Moving past an old cycle, moving past an old, this could be a societal, the beast could be the societal, I heard threshold. Societal norms, which would go with tradition. This can be you taking what it is that you know and what it is that you've learned, and you see how her heart space is exposed, And now that your heart and your head are coming into alignment, it's time for you to step into a new cycle and create that dynamic for the whole of society. This societal norm is no longer working. This is a very high vibrational energy. This is I'm loving this energy, to be honest. This is a very high vibrational energy, 100%. And to be honest, collective, for many of us, this is why we have been doing the work. Because we want to be, and we innately know that we are a part of creating this new way of society, this new way of existing on this dimension, and this new way of family dynamics. I can't believe we're already 40 minutes in. Okay, since we're already 40 minutes in, I'm going to go ahead and get an ancestor spirit. This is going to be a continued message, I can tell. But I do have to use the restroom. So, I have to urinate, all right? You smoothie. Okay, let's get a closing card for this message, please. Husks and chai seeds in my smoothie, and it's so thick now. Direction, growth, life stages. I'm actually going to get this out of the book, okay? And that's where we're going to end. And then teach and share, instill, instruct, educate. You see how the elder, the new wisdom, or the wisdom, to me, this is like, wow, that's a beautiful image. I keep on hearing the Hall of Glory, and I'm told that this is actually an ascended master who's sitting down with these souls that are about to go on to this dimension. And it's like this study group. This study group this is so fucking cool. Wow. It's like, I don't know why my eyes are watering. The Great Hall. It's like this ascended master is sitting down with these consciousness, these different souls that are about to portal into this dimension, and he is teaching them and having them study up on what the new foundation of this dimension is going to look like and going to be, and their roles in the pursuing of that. I'm telling you, these kids are different. They're so different. Connect with your past loved ones, and Samhain is here. Samhain is here. The Day of the Dead is here. This thinning of the veil right now is okay. So for some of you, not for some, the collective, this particular Samhain, this particular season right now, if you decide to go into meditation and you like to honor this time in a totally different way, the inspiration that is coming from that's where this inspiration is coming from. That's where this information and this organization and this help and this assistance and this abundance and these lessons, like that's where all of this newness is it's like prime time to be able to receive, right? This is like the prime time to be able to receive that treasure, to be able to receive that gift, right? All hands on deck. I just heard all hands on deck. Okay? Yo, the Samhain is going to be totally different. I'm doing the way in which I even move on, like, this season is going to be different. I'm very excited. I'm so excited. What am I doing? Oh, balance yourself. I keep on hearing life stages. And that's what I was looking for in the book. Each part of your life contributes to the whole of who you are. The strength you draw from one area of your life can help you manage another. However, it is now time to reflect and address an imbalance. Weigh up how much time and energy you devote to your health, finances, career, relationships, personal interests, and all other aspects of your life. Once you have identified the areas that need your focus, make a plan and restore balance, the organization. Nurture your whole self, mind, body, emotions, and spirit. Divinatory meaning, look at the world around you. Pay attention to the energy of Mother Earth, the seasons, the sun, and the moon. Consider how the patterns of nature affect your physical, emotional, mentality, and Sorry, I have to read that again. Consider how the patterns of nature affect your Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Reading is hard right now, okay? One more time, collective. One more time. Consider how the patterns of nature affect you physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, and how they relate to the cycles. The medicine wheel supports your transition from one phase to the next. Bring your focus inward to grow, transform, release, and embrace a new stage or aspect of yourself. Ashe. Okay? Collective, I'm going to leave this here. We could dive a whole lot deeper, but we're already 50 minutes in, and I have a feeling that this is going to be an ongoing energy at this point. Okay? I love you guys. I thank you guys for being here. Again, if you're interested in any of the apothecary items, they are available in the description box below, as well as personal readings. I am open for personal readings right now, okay? So you can find all of that in the description box below. Okay? I love you guys. I will see you guys soon. I'm going to be back. I just heard I'll be back before Samhain, which is when? I don't even know what the date is today. I think it's the 29th. So I'm probably going to be tapping in tomorrow as well. So I'll see you guys then. All right. Love, love, love.